Have you ever peeled a banana and thought, this is the perfect healthy snack for my age? Well, after 30 years as a family doctor, I've seen how this kitchen staple can silently sabotage your vitality. From sudden blood sugar spikes to digestive stress, your daily fruit might be working against you. Today, we're peeling back the truth on 8 serious mistakes. If you want to stay independent and feel your best, please comment yes right below. Let's make bananas your body's best friend again. Section number 1. The ripeness trap. The first major mistake I see every day in my practice is choosing bananas that are either too green or far too ripe for our aging bodies. You might think it is just a matter of taste, but the chemical makeup of that fruit changes completely as it sits on your counter. When you pick up a firm, green banana, you are eating something loaded with what we call resistant starch. While that sounds healthy, for those of us over the age of 60, our digestive systems have slowed down significantly. We do not produce the same amount of digestive enzymes as we did in our 20s. This resistant starch sits in the gut and begins to ferment, which is the primary reason you might feel that uncomfortable tightness in your stomach or a sudden bout of gas after breakfast. On the flip side, many of my patients love those soft, dark brown bananas because they are sweet and easy to chew. However, at this stage, almost all that starch has turned into simple sugars like glucose and fructose. For a younger person, the body handles this sugar rush quickly. But as we age, our insulin sensitivity naturally declines. When you eat an overripe banana alone, your blood sugar levels spike rapidly, forcing your pancreas to work overtime. This is why you might feel a brief burst of energy, only to be followed by a sudden wave of fatigue, brain fog, or even a slight case of the jitters an hour later. These are not just signs of getting older, they are signs of a sugar crash. Research from various nutrition science groups shows that the glycemic index of a banana can jump by over 20 points just by letting it get too soft. This increase is a direct risk factor for those managing prediabetes or heart health concerns. Please, stop eating those green, starchy bananas if you already struggle with bloating, and please, stop reaching for those purely brown, mushy bananas as a standalone snack. Instead, I want you to start looking for the middle ground. The gold standard for your health is a banana that is perfectly yellow with just a light dusting of tiny brown freckles. This provides the best balance of easy-to-digest nutrients and stable energy. Take my patient Martha as an example. Martha is a 68-year-old retired teacher who came to see me because she felt exhausted and bloated every single morning. She was convinced she had a serious food allergy. When we looked at her diet, we realized she was eating very firm green bananas because she liked the crunch. As soon as we switched her to yellow, speckled bananas paired with a spoonful of almond butter, her bloating vanished within 3 days. She told me she felt 20 years younger just by changing the color of her fruit. If you prefer your bananas with those little brown spots, please comment the word banana in the section below. Section number 2. Why washing the peel matters more than you think. The second mistake is something almost no one talks about. Many of you are likely peeling your bananas without washing them first. You might think, why bother? I am not eating the skin. But as a doctor, I have to tell you that this is a dangerous assumption for our demographic. At our stage of life, our immune systems go through a process called immunosenescence. This simply means our body's natural defenses are not as sharp as they used to be at detecting and fighting off foreign invaders. Think about the journey that the banana took. It was sprayed with pesticides in a tropical field, handled by multiple workers, and sat in a shipping container before being touched by dozens of shoppers at your local grocery store. When you grab the peel with your hands, any bacteria like salmonella or residues from harsh chemicals are now on your fingers. The moment you pull that peel back and touch the fruit inside, or put your hands near your mouth, you have transferred those contaminants directly into your system. Those minor stomach upsets or late-night digestive cramps that we often blame on a sensitive stomach are frequently caused by this simple lack of hygiene. The Environmental Working Group has released data showing that a quick rinse under cool water can remove up to 90% of pesticide residues and surface bacteria. This is a massive reduction in risk for a task that takes 10 seconds of your time. My patient Robert, who is 72 and loves to spend time in his garden, used to laugh when his wife told him to wash his fruit. He thought it was overkill. But after a bout of unexplained stomach distress that left him feeling weak for a week, he started making it a ritual to rinse his bananas and dry them with a clean paper towel as soon as he brought them home. He hasn't had a stomach issue since. I want you to make a firm commitment to your safety. Please, start washing your bananas. Treat the peel like a dirty container that needs to be cleaned before it is opened. This ensures that the wonderful potassium and fiber inside remain a pure source of health rather than a source of infection. It is a simple, free, and effective way to take control of your well-being. Reach for the faucet before you reach for the peel. This small act of vigilance is what keeps us healthy, vibrant, and out of the doctor's office. Section number 3. Don't eat bananas on an empty stomach. Many of you have a habit of grabbing a single banana as you head out for your morning walk or a quick errands run. You think you are being healthy by avoiding heavy processed cereals, but eating a banana as your only breakfast is a significant mistake for your blood sugar. When we eat a banana alone on an empty stomach, the natural sugars, including fructose and glucose, hit our system all at once without any fiber or fat to slow them down. For those of us over the age of 60, this causes an immediate and sharp spike in insulin. The biological reason this is so dangerous for our demographic is that our insulin sensitivity naturally decreases as we age. Our pancreas simply cannot smooth out those sugar waves like it once could. You might experience what I call the morning jitter. By 10 o'clock in the morning, you might feel suddenly dizzy, irritable, or incredibly tired. This is not just a sign of getting older. It is a direct result of a sugar crash. Clinical studies have shown that consistent sugar spikes in the morning can increase the long-term risk of metabolic stress and heart disease. I want you to stop eating bananas in isolation. Instead, treat the banana as one part of a balanced team. It is essential to pair it with healthy fats or proteins that act as a buffer for your bloodstream. Take my patient Dorothy, a 70-year-old woman from Michigan. She struggled with sudden dizzy spells every morning around 10. She thought she needed more coffee or that her blood pressure was dropping. We discovered her only breakfast was a single banana on her way to church. As soon as she started adding a handful of walnuts and a cup of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt to her routine, her dizziness vanished. She felt stable, full, and energized until lunch. This shows that fruit is a wonderful medicine, but only when used correctly. Please, start pairing your fruit with protein to keep your energy steady. Section number 4. Storage mistakes. The next mistake affects both your physical health and your monthly budget. Many of you are putting your bananas in the refrigerator far too early, or you are stacking them in a bowl where they get bruised. When we put a green or yellow banana in the cold, we essentially kill the ripening enzymes. The skin turns a dark, unappetizing black, and the inside becomes chalky and tasteless. This leads to unnecessary food waste, which is a major concern when you're living on a fixed income. As we age, we must prioritize the quality and flavor of our food to ensure we are actually eating our nutrients. Furthermore, when bananas are bruised, they develop soft spots that can quickly grow mold. At our age, our respiratory systems can be much more sensitive to common kitchen molds than they used to be. Scientific data show that bananas release a natural ethylene gas from their stems, which acts as a ripening signal. If they are all bunched together in a tight bowl, that gas builds up and causes them to rot before you can even enjoy them. I want you to change your storage habits immediately. Please, keep your bananas at room temperature on your counter. To slow down the ripening process and make your groceries last longer, take a small piece of plastic wrap and tightly cover the crown or the stem of the bunch. This simple act keeps the gas from spreading and keeps the fruit fresh for several days longer. By hanging the bunch, she prevents bruising and allows air to circulate evenly around every single fruit. Her bananas stay yellow and firm for 4 days longer than they would if left on a flat surface. This simple, free solution ensures you get every bit of the potassium and vitamin B6 you paid for at the store. If your bananas do get a bit too soft, do not throw them away. Peel them and pop them into your freezer to use for a cold, creamy smoothie later. If you are going to try wrapping your banana stems to save money and stay healthy, please comment the word "fresh" in the section below. Section number 5. Creative banana meals from around the world. One of the biggest risks to our health as we age is a loss of appetite caused by a boring, repetitive diet. Many of you are stuck in a rut, eating the same plain banana every single morning. This leads to a lack of nutritional variety and can actually decrease how much you enjoy your meals. From a medical perspective, our bodies need more than just one source of nutrients. We need healthy fats and different textures to stimulate our digestive juices and keep our brains engaged with our food. As we age, our ability to absorb certain fat-soluble vitamins decreases. If you are only eating a dry banana, you are missing out on the full potential of this fruit. You might notice that you feel less excited about breakfast, or perhaps you feel a bit weaker because you are not getting enough protein alongside your carbohydrates. This is a common issue for my patients over the age of 65. Nutrition science has shown that when we combine fruits with healthy fats, such as those found in coconut or nuts, our body processes the sugars more slowly and absorbs the vitamins more effectively. I want you to stop settling for the same old routine. Please, start experimenting with global flavors that can revitalize your health. In Thailand, for example, they often steam ripe bananas in a little bit of coconut milk. This is not just a treat. The healthy fats in the coconut milk act as a carrier for the nutrients in the banana, making them easier for your aging gut to handle. Think about Arthur, a 70-year-old man from Vermont. Arthur was struggling to maintain his muscle mass and felt he was getting too thin. He started a new routine of making 2-ingredient pancakes. He would simply mash 1 ripe banana with 2 eggs and cook them in a little bit of butter. There was no flour and no added sugar. This gave him the high-quality protein his muscles needed, along with the energy from the fruit. He told me that he felt much stronger and even looked forward to his morning meal again. You can try this tonight or tomorrow. Try steaming your bananas with a little bit of cinnamon or making those flourless pancakes. This is the perfect way to use food as a natural medicine to keep your body strong and your spirit high. Section number 6. How many is too many? The next point is one of the most critical for your safety. I often encounter patients who believe that if a little bit of something is good, then a lot must be better. They might eat 3 or 4 bananas every day because they heard bananas are a superfood. However, this is a dangerous mistake for anyone in their 60s, 70s, or 80s. The scientific reason is a condition called hyperkalemia. This is simply a medical term for having too much potassium in your bloodstream. While potassium is vital for your heart health and your blood pressure, your kidneys are the organs responsible for filtering it out. As we age, our kidney function naturally declines. A kidney at age 70 is not nearly as efficient at filtering out excess minerals as a kidney at age 25. The symptoms of having too much potassium are often mistaken for general fatigue or just a bad day. You might feel a strange fluttering in your chest, or you might feel like your heart is skipping a beat. You might also experience a deep, heavy feeling of weakness in your arms and legs. Many seniors assume their heart is just getting tired, but it could actually be a banana overdose causing a disruption in your heart's electrical signals. Major clinical studies have confirmed that for seniors with even a slight decline in kidney health, eating high potassium foods in excess can lead to serious cardiac risks. I want you to take a corrective action today. Please, limit yourself to 1 medium banana per day. This is the safe amount that provides the benefits without the risks. If you have been told by your doctor that you have kidney issues, you must check with them before eating bananas regularly. My patient, Susan, who is 64, was eating 4 bananas every day because she wanted to stop her nighttime leg cramps. Instead of helping her legs, she started having frightening heart palpitations that sent her to the emergency room. Once we identified the problem and limited her to just 1 banana a day, her heart rhythm stabilized immediately. She felt much more secure and energetic. Remember, in our golden years, balance is much more important than quantity. Please stick to 1 a day and keep your heart beating steadily and safely. Section number 7, banana strings. The next mistake is something I see almost every one of my patients do. When you peel a banana, you often see those thin, white, stringy bits clinging to the fruit. Most people find them annoying. They spend several minutes meticulously picking them off and throwing them in the trash. I am here to tell you to stop doing that immediately. In the medical world, those strings are called phloem bundles. They are not a mistake of nature, and they are not trash. They are actually the vascular system of the banana. Think of them as the veins and arteries that carry all the water and vital nutrients to the fruit while it is growing on the tree. Because they are the delivery system, they are more concentrated in nutrients than the rest of the banana. For those of us in our golden years, these strings are a nutritional goldmine. They are incredibly rich in specific types of dietary fiber that our aging bodies desperately need. The biological reality is that as we get older, our gut motility slows down. This is the main reason why chronic constipation and digestive irregularity become such common complaints after the age of 60. We often reach for expensive over-the-counter laxatives or fiber powders, but we are throwing away a natural solution every time we peel a banana. These phloem bundles contain complex fibers that act like a natural broom for your intestines. They help move waste through your system efficiently and feed the beneficial bacteria in your microbiome. If you have been struggling with a sluggish digestive system, feeling heavy, or dealing with constant bloating, the lack of fiber is often the culprit. Scientific research published in the journal Nutrients in the year 2020 highlighted how these types of fruit fibers can significantly improve stool bulk and regularity in older adults. Instead of relying on a pill, I want you to rely on the whole fruit. These strings also contain higher levels of vitamin C and potassium compared to the flesh of the banana. Take my patient Harold as an example. Harold was a 72-year-old retired pilot from Minnesota. He was a tidy man. He used to spend 5 minutes every morning cleaning his banana until it was perfectly smooth. He suffered from chronic irregularity and felt he was losing his energy. I told him to leave those strings on. I told him they were his natural medicine. Harold was skeptical at first because he did not like the texture. But within 2 weeks of eating the whole banana, strings and all, he told me he was as regular as clockwork for the first time in years. He felt lighter, and his morning walks became much easier. Please stop throwing away your health. Eat the strings. They are tasteless, and they will do wonders for your gut health. Section number 8, the superfood combo. What to eat for maximum benefit. The final mistake is simply not knowing how to optimize the nutrition you are putting into your body. While a banana is good on its own, its true power is unlocked when you combine it with specific companion foods. This is what I call nutrient stacking. For those of us over the age of 50, Our primary health goals are usually reducing inflammation, protecting our brain health, and keeping our hearts strong. A plain banana provides potassium, but it does not provide enough healthy fats or proteins to create a complete health shield for your aging cells. The science behind this is simple. When you combine the potassium from a banana with the omega-33 fatty acids found in seeds and the probiotics found in fermented dairy, you create a superfood synergy. This combination helps stabilize your blood pressure and protects your cognitive function. As we age, inflammation becomes the root cause of many of our aches and pains. By adding anti-inflammatory foods to your banana, you are essentially creating a natural version of ibuprofen without the side effects on your stomach. I want you to stop eating your bananas plain and start building a power bowl. The best way to do this is to take half of a yellow, speckled banana and slice it into a bowl of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. The yogurt provides the protein your muscles need to stay strong. Then, I want you to sprinkle in 1 teaspoon of chia seeds or ground flax seeds. These tiny seeds are packed with omega-3s that act like oil for your joints and fuel for your brain. Finally, add a light dusting of cinnamon. Cinnamon is a wonderful natural spice that further helps manage your blood sugar levels. Think of my patient Eleanor. Eleanor is 68 years old and lives in Oregon. She used to have high blood pressure and felt like her memory was starting to slip. She was worried about becoming a burden to her family. We worked together to change her morning routine to include this specific power bowl. The results were truly remarkable. Within 2 months, her blood pressure began to trend downward, and she felt much more mentally sharp during her afternoon bridge games. She told me she felt like the fog had finally lifted from her mind. You can receive these same benefits today. You do not need expensive supplements or complicated diet plans. You just need to choose the right partners for your fruit. If you are going to try this Power Bowl recipe this week, please comment the word POWER in the section below. This simple breakfast is a gift you give to your future self. It is affordable, it is delicious, and it provides everything your body needs to thrive in these beautiful years of your life. Take charge of your health, one bowl at a time. Today, Martha is thriving. She is no longer bloated because she simply changed how she eats her fruit. Remember, a banana isn't just a snack. It is a powerful medical tool waiting in your kitchen. In the comments below, tell me one small change you promise to make this week. Will you wash the peel or eat those healthy strings? I will read every response. Please like, subscribe to join our circle of friends, and share this with someone you love. Take care of yourself today, and I will see you in our next lesson.